Aloha. Welcome to paradise. Aiea, Hawaii, just outside of Honolulu and the home of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. A tremendous setting and a spectacular game that we have in store. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. The Rainbow Warriors offense will take the first swing of the game. And here he is, guys. Anytime he takes the field, he is in complete control of this offense.
And David, he gives defensive coordinators nightmares because of his ability. They're going to have a hard time slowing him down.
No, he just doesn't have those weaknesses, those flaws, the whole playbook available, and he is a dude.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Pocket starts, nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground and getting the football out, a little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
The Broncos have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Broncos.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, after having 3 sacks in their last game, this offense knew they had to ID where this guy was going to line up every play, and they had to have an answer for him. Didn't have one there. He is so strong. He's so fast, and he just knows how to get home to the quarterback. He's got a 6th sense.
Strong run and a pickup of 5 out to the 15.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And he can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense when now they got a manageable situation.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And the Rainbow Warriors will snap it on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Still running at the 40. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Rainbow Warriors want to move quickly.
Man, that is so tough. When you play defense, you get your eyes on your keys and you got to read them, but sometimes they lie to you. You could see the little misdirection by this offense, fooled the defense, created some space. The offense took advantage and made a huge play.
2nd down after that incompletion. Now the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
They'll give it to him again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I'll be honest, that is a formation and a play call I was never expecting to see in this game. This offense is one of the top 10 passing units in the entire country. I'm surprised they even have goal line in their playbook. What are we doing?
He's got it. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. Looking for a productive play on first down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Fires to the right. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They'll line up for a second down play. Going with the ground game left. Open space at the 25. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got it!
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Broncos! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. They'll try to find a more productive play this time on second and long from the 14. He's looking to throw. And the defense gets loose, bringing the Heat, and down he goes again. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. They're trying to get to it and trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Rainbow Warriors will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Takes it on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now, because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Now facing a third and long. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Boise State. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. Here's the return from inside his 10. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly.
Ball in the air. Intercepted.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
He's looking to throw it. Escapes the sack. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Second down.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Looking for a crease to the left. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the grab. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Back to the ground game on the left. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Running behind that left side. Touchdown Broncos! And they take it in for 6 more points.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
28, Hawaii 7.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. The Rainbow Warriors will hustle to the line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And the Rainbow Warriors send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal.
Oh, look out. There he goes. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
Well, it didn't take long for this guy to leave his impact in the game, guys. With that catch, this guy's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're not even done the first half.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The run to the left. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Into the end zone. Into double coverage, and he picked it off.
A lot of receivers, you know, they might at least have a hint of diva in them, right? Like they're always open, aren't they, according to them? And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback because when they do throw that hand up there, you want to throw them the football. You want them to have confidence. You want to force feed them. You want them to really have that confidence at an all-time high. Sometimes you force them a little bit too much. The defense takes advantage like they did right there.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Trying to impose their will with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Leaves it with the back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Rainbow Warriors will punt it away on 4th down. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Boise State ready to send out that offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull.
He's loose. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And the pass is intercepted. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. From the gun, give on the inside. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Tuna, Griffin, Acorn.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They'll run for it on 4th down. Tackled after picking up the 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms.
Come on, set.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. He'll let it go down the right side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Rainbow Warriors will boot it away to start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, Boise State! And the route is on. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jeff?
Kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Homer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
The Rainbow Warriors line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Moves around to clear up the vision. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. They'll throw it on first down. Looking left. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The Broncos getting set on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. And the Broncos will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It's still 3rd and goal. Wants to go up top. Now improvising. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Broncos. And the punishment has been extended. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all. Step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And the returner will be brought down. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit?
He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Offense getting set for first down. Quarterback checking off. To the air on first down. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass picked off. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
And this QB's got to find his rhythm. Like, he's out of sorts right now. He's out of sync. The ball's not coming out on time. The ball's not in rhythm. Receivers and quarterbacks and tight ends got to get on the same page, man. This offense has got to get...
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. Boise State ready to send out that offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. They're testing the right side here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Quarterback checking the play. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to get to him. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. That last completion has him set up 2nd and short. Leaves it with the running back. Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. A shot toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf, it'll be third down. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires downfield. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it.
Hornet. Easy. Longer.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. He caught it. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. The Broncos racing to the line in the hurry up.
Clear.
On second and goal, they go right back to him. Touchdown, Broncos! And the pummeling has started. That might be the proverbial fourth quarter dagger as they try to finish off their 12th straight win.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
The Hawaii offense returns to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Let's see if they can get out of their own way on second and long from the 8. He's looking to throw. They come up with their second safety of the game. You don't see that very often. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Dang, that's unfortunate. I wish I could say I've never seen that before, but I've seen Reese run routes. You know, when we go to all these different stadiums and call these games, we go on the field and do a spin session before the game. That looked just like Reese Davis.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Third down coming.
Got it.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one.
Tuna.
On third down, going up top. The short hands, it's Anderson. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down. And the Broncos are on the move. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock.
The ball carrier is the running back.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Brings up second down.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He's looking for a man on second down. Can't hang on. It's incomplete, and you can't worry about the footsteps when you're running those crossing routes. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, that inside linebacker is a freak of nature for multiple reasons, and it's hard for a lot of these smaller running backs to have to pick him up in pass pro, not just because of his speed, but he's also big and strong.
And they stop the fourth down pass. The defense gets off the field. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the fourth quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, we got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. He wants to throw. And they got him for the sack.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Rainbow Warriors will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. On the return, it's Riley. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and to keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Quarterback will audible. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. What a snag by the defense. Still on his feet at the 45. And after the interception, able to get it in plus territory, taking it back to the 41.
Well, he was rolling to his right, and because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
Pressure coming. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself opening. Nice job between those two.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
They're bringing heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. On first down, here comes this offense. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give from the gun. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. A third and long coming up here. He's looking to throw. Final shot falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. Just complete and utter dominance.